my name is Mia Nicole Guy, and I am a member of National Black MBA Association Leaders of Tomorrow. We have been assigned the task to come up with a community service project to present to our Leaders of Tomorrow board and fellow students. I came up with this presentation because of a recent tragedy that happened at my school with the death of Carl Wilson because of a black-on-black crime. So I came up with the presentation King, Knowledge Inspiring Nurturing Greatness Symposium. The time will be Friday at 6:30, Saturday from 8:30 to 3 o'clock, and the audience will be 9th to 12th grade students from all different schools. Why is King needed? King is needed because we need to address the social ills leading to the senseless murders of many teens and young adults today. King is also needed because students no longer have the capability to handle their emotions. Meekness. The tremendous power social media has had on our students today. The negative perception students have of the police authority. The understanding of what real, RESPECT, is all about. The devalue of life itself. To enlighten and empower parents and raise awareness regarding teen social and emotional perspectives that affect home, personal life, and school. My vision: that students learn and understand the effects of decision making. Students acquire the proper skills for controlling and communicating emotions. Students see where their course of direction could possibly lead, death or success. Students recognize and achieve their potential. My mission: to raise awareness in teens that leads to tapping into the greatness that lies within each one, to initiate, acquire, and reciprocate exemplary character about the history of the great kings and queens of African Americans. To focus on the roots of the proliferative cycle for hating one another and the realities and statistics we face, allowing students to critically think about the issue and a means for a solution. In addition, we will interpret the pressing facts and effects of teen violence and our inability to obtain self-control. Ultimately, we want our future generation to build each other up instead of breaking one another down. Our objective: a panel of law enforcement and Mothers Against Teen Violence to show the consequences and effects of inane crimes. Guest speakers for the many workshops to unlock and enhance their abundant greatness through activities, history, and reality. A vow students will make to hold themselves accountable for their actions and future success, allowing the students to vow to put an end to black-on-black murders. A reflection which allows students to express their emotions towards the subject and their own experiences. Friday's activities will consist of the 7-on-7 basketball tournament. Saturday activities will consist of workshops that include Get Out Your Feelings, Developing the King Within, Developing the Queen Within, and Teen Awareness Parent Session. General session panel will include law enforcement and Mothers Against Teen Violence, and also the pledge. Lunch will be provided during these workshops. Get out your feelings. What will be covered? How to deal with your emotions in a suitable manner, how to convey your emotions appropriately to others, the psychological, emotional, and physical effects of not being able to adequately express their emotions, exercises to visualize and understand the weight and power one emotion can hold, tips and tricks on how to release anger, depression, sadness, and stress properly. This Get Out Your Feelings workshop is here to help students to know that it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to ask for help, it's okay to feel sad or be angry or be mad, but to learn how to effectively express that, because we as students have somehow down the line lost our way. Developing the King Within will cover the history of African American men, interactive activities to show the effects of how one decision can change your life, key skills on how to survive and be successful, how to sharpen your talent and network with others, philosophical shares on the harsh realities of young Black men. Now, this workshop will cover African American history because it is important that our young men know where they come from. Because how do you expect them to be able to go out in the world and be successful if they don't even know who they are? I also have this workshop to help students to understand how to survive in this world and how to be successful. Because oftentimes in school, you learn how to be successful, but you don't necessarily learn how to survive. And also, it is important that we talk about the harsh realities that are going on today in our society with situations like Tamir Rice, the Michael Brown, the fraternities, the Sigma Alpha Epsilon fraternity, as well as the young man who went to the University of Virginia. It is important that we talk about this and discuss what is going on and how we must stop this. Developing the Queen Within will cover the history of African American women and how they have been portrayed in society, the influence social media has on the way young women view themselves and the effects of the stereotypes that often hinder them, how to sharpen your talents and network with others, interactive activities to show the effects of how one decision can change your life, interactive exercises to show how women have allowed themselves to believe these theories and have become desensitized to these labels. Oftentimes in the social media, you see that women are portrayed as sexual, derogatory human beings. We often are criticized because of our natural hair. We're criticized because of our skin color with light skin versus dark skin, the whole colorism thing. We oftentimes are pressured to conform to society, and it's hard when you don't know, once again, where you come from. So it is important that we let our students know that we used to be queens and that we still are queens, but we have to find our inner voice and we have to rise up and be ourselves and not conform with the world. We can't allow social media or reality TV shows to say how we are as Black women and feed into these stereotypes. Instead, we should model what a real Black woman is, a strong Black woman who is independent and successful and never gives up. Surely not my child parent session. Oftentimes you have parents who believe that their child is somewhat of an angel, right? Everybody's child is an angel in a parent's eyes. But really, what is your child doing? So this workshop will cover mutual respect, signs that your child is involved in gang activities, assertive communication, how to respond when your teen is violent, control versus influence, morals and ethics. Fundraising. There will be a 7-on-7 basketball tournament involving teams in and outside of the local community. The entry fee for teams are $25 per team, which includes a team t-shirt and refreshments. The admissions will be $3 per person. And the reason that we're having this fundraiser is allowing a scholarship fund to be given out to students who have dealt with teen violence. Thank you for allowing me to present this presentation. I want to give a special thanks and shout out to my teacher, Ms. Reed, for helping me with this presentation, and I hope that you guys like my video on Facebook. Thank you.